4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. It's your two favorite boys from the podcast From Saturdays to Sunday. I'm Kale.
Cam.
And today is basically the same thing that Cam and I did last week, but it's NFL. It's an NFL episode.
And
it's probably going to be the same length. And it's mine. It's my list.
I'm pretty fresh. I didn't really put much thought behind anything. You know, obviously I got guys I like. There's still guys I like. There's still guys I think are underrated, but that's just from watching football. So I'm excited.
Correct.
I'm coming in open-minded as well. So
he's coming in open-minded. Also, just a little to give you guys some background about this. Like Cam, he did his due diligence and has he had notes. I have like 5 pages of notes here. I ranked all 32 quarterbacks, put them all in a bracket. So obviously there's going to be some agreements and there's going to be some disagreements. And honestly, I'm here for both of it because my list is probably going to shock some people. And I like that, to be honest with you. So the first category, Cam, God, sorry, I was working in the dust today. My eyes are bothering me.
Do you have a top 10 or are we just doing like you?
But yeah, we got top 10s here, people. But so I'm going to preference this as this. So I have like 5 categories here with about 5 quarterbacks in them. So the first one is QBs who won't do anything special this 2026 season. Like they just won't do anything. They're just meh.
Yeah.
So the first one we're going to assume under the pretext that he is playing at the moment is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
This dude isn't going to do anything. Was atrocious under Mr. Stefanski. Topped 240 passing yards twice while having an overall record of 9-10 as the Browns quarterback. Maybe the new regime might help him. You never know. I'm not too optimistic about this. That's why I have him as my literal number one. Isn't going to do anything. I have mixed feelings about Deshaun. I hated him at Clemson just because I'm an Alabama fan. I didn't mind him at Houston, but then everything with the off-the-field antics, I don't really care for him. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the QB stuff. So he's my number one in that. And I have 4 more. So that's just one of them.
Yeah, I agree off the bat. My thought process for agreeing with you is if it wasn't for his overpriced contract, Sanders would probably be starting. But the reason we're talking about the QB battle in Cleveland is because of that contract, not necessarily because of Deshaun Watson anymore. He was great at Houston, but way over.
Yeah, he was MVP.
Happened. Yeah. I think his time's passed. But again, if it wasn't for the contract, Sanders is a starter. So I like that. I like that pick. He's meh.
I agree with you, buddy. Another quarterback in this category who I didn't like putting him here, but it makes sense, unfortunately, is Malik Willis out of the Dolphins. I don't really see him doing anything. I think there's potential, but has an unproven supporting cast around him, completing 85% of his total, completing 85% of his passes. Had a somewhat of an impressive 2025 season, I guess, with the Packers to some degree. But I'm still iffy about him just because what they have around him. They spent their first-round pick on an offensive line, which isn't a bad thing. But you traded Jalen Waddle. Breaking news, they just paid Achane too, which is fine. That's great. I like that. But just him as a quarterback, I think he's decent, but he won't really be doing a whole lot, if you get what I mean.
100%. To me, he's a good backup.
I think he's a serviceable QB.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. He's a good backup.
Yeah. So this is my first, people might have some problems with this, and I actually like that I put him here. Jaden Daniels. Was limited to 7 games in 2025, wasn't the same player in year 1 as he was in year 2. So year 1, obviously phenomenal. Year 2, pretty lackluster and had a better supporting cast, better offensive line. I get injuries halted him, but I still want to see more out of him. I think the rookie effect squandered some of his future. Like, he had a great rookie season, that's great, but I think it's overshadowing some other things.
I'm not gonna agree with him in this category yet, just because I think sophomore slump is a thing, and that could be what he's going through. But also too, the main thing people talked about when he was coming was just the size factor, and if that's gonna long term, because he's a runner, the dude's a runner. So in the long term, if that's going to impact him, I don't think it'll be the same type of thing as like RG3 for Washington coming back from an injury. I do agree last year was rough, kind of like CJ Stroud. Like he had a rough second year, had flashes, and then we, kind of saw what happened in the playoffs.
So the only thing that scares me is I like Jane Daniels. Unfortunately, he's with the Commanders, so I have a little bit of hatred there, division rival. But I worry about this year just because they're like I like the pickup of Antonio Williams. That was a great third-round pickup. You still have Scary Terry. You have kind of a run game, I guess, and the offensive line isn't bad, but I just worry about it. So that's why I put him here.
That's fair.
I liked putting him here. Hopefully he proves me wrong, but it makes sense why he's here in my mind. So this is my list too.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro.
Number 4, Jacoby Brissett, Arizona Cardinals QB.
Yeah.
He was at his best last year, averaging 240 passing yards while recording 23 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Not a bad gig. I just don't really see him reciprocating this, unfortunately. He is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's been bouncing around from places for a while.
Yeah, he's like the backup. Like, again, a good backup.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like, that stat line's good and all, but also that's more of a good college stat line when you're playing 12 regular season games, not 17.
And you make a good point that only enhances my argument is he's a good backup.
Yeah.
So he's serviceable. As a starter, I don't think he's going to be good. I really don't.
The door is wide open for Carson Beck, whether we want to admit it or
100%.
not. Yeah.
100%. Couldn't agree more. The last one on this list, so this tier list of QBs who won't do anything, is, again, I'm going to assume he's playing for him, is your boy Aaron Rodgers.
No one knows what's going on with him.
I don't know.
He has to.
I don't know.
Because if it's not him...
You gotta. It's Mason Rudolph.
I mean, I've been hearing stuff, like Will Howard is kind of worse than people think he is. Like, people kind of are hyped up. Apparently he's trash. Drew Aller, I have zero hope for. They just came out and said that they're uninstalling everything he's learned at Penn State.
Fuck, that's a lot of...
So you're reinstalling everything in a quarterback.
Tendencies.
Yeah. Kind of already an older rookie. Terrible pick. Still don't like it.
Yeah.
He's not going to play for Pittsburgh. So I hope it's Aaron Rodgers, but also, I don't think he's going to do much. I mean, they kind of got involved with Michael Pittman, but...
And that was my other argument is, so he's 42. He's not your same prime discount double check Aaron Rodgers. He does, as to your point, have a decent supporting cast like the Pittman, like DK.
Jeremy.
Tyler Warren's fine. Jeremy Bernard. Can't forget about our boy from Bama.
Jalen Warren, running back.
Jalen Warren. Yeah, what'd I say? Tyler Warren. Oh, yeah, my mistake. Jalen Warren.
I know what you mean.
I just don't see him doing anything. Father Time's catching up to him. It's not going to happen.
Dude, I just don't see him playing, and I don't want to get too derailed, but him and McCarthy didn't have the best relationship, so I'm not super confident he's coming back.
I almost put something like that down, but then I was like, people already know that. It's nothing new.
Dude, either way,
it's really not.
This spot on your tier list goes to any Steelers quarterback that will be playing.
Yeah, I agree, man.
It's interchangeable.
So some of these, there's really no ranking system to these next couple categories that I have. Honestly, what I preference them as is what they again. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4 until we get to the top 10. So the next list is QBs who could have a surprisingly decent season.
Okay, so is this quarterbacks that we maybe haven't seen crazy flashes or crazy seasons from, but the potential?
So it's a little bit of that, but also quarterbacks who also have done that before.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of both. So number 1, god damn it, my eyes, is Cam Ward.
Okay. I like that.
I could see him having a big season in year 2. He has a good supporting cast around him. Love the Carnell Tate pickup.
Yep.
Love the Wan'Dale Robinson one. What? Tate?
A lot of people said it was a reach, but dude, we literally have seen this in the past. Ibuka was a wide receiver too his whole career. And
interesting.
And Carnell Tate
he's
was
amazing.
A wide receiver too, but again, behind generational talent.
So another thing that I think isn't the quarterback's POV, but more so just the team around him, I think Robert Saleh makes nothing out of something when it comes to mediocre defensive players and then putting them in prime positions to be better. That's not really Cam Ward, but I just like Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hunch. I don't know who's their running back. I don't know if it's Tajay Spears or
I think it's
Tony Pollard.
A little bit. They got like running backs in the draft, or a running back.
Okay.
It's still going to be, I think, committee, but also like Io Manor. He had a surprisingly good rookie season. Chamir Dike, their other receiver, he's more special teams, but
yeah,
he showed flashes in the receiving game. So I think just adding Cardinal Tate to be a super young receiving core, which like Titans fans thinking ahead for the future, is really exciting. So
yeah, I like it.
I like that there.
So another one, so number 2, is this is a quarterback that we've seen be good. It's Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
I truly think that when Kirk Cousins is locked in, he is the most accurate NFL quarterback, or among the most accurate NFL quarterbacks. He now has Clint Kubiak, which I love as a head coach. Love that hire. Along with, I think the Raiders were amazing this past offseason in getting, they're not playoff bound, but they're definitely a better team. Love Ashton Genty. Cam and I have both talked about him. Love Brock Bowers. I'm kind of drawing a blank on who their wide receivers are at the moment.
You don't think Mendoza's starting?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I wouldn't mind it if he started, but I truly think what they need to do is honestly sit him for a year.
I mean,
and they paid Kirk Cousins 4 years at like $180 million.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like Kirk Cousins' agent is
he's a dog
because this just happened with Kirk in Atlanta. They got him there and then went and got Penix. So
that's what I'm saying, bro.
I guess what I could see happening though is like Kirk starting the season and then getting benched so fast if he has one bad game.
Or I could see Kirk getting injured.
Yeah.
That's more realistic, I think, than getting benched, honestly. I truly think they shouldn't rush this Fernando experience. I really think they should do what the Packers do well and just sit and let the man like watch. I'm not saying like
Chiefs, like
sit him.
It's a process that's proven, you know, like he's the number 1 overall pick. But I like that take. I haven't really thought much into it. Like, once he got picked, I was like, oh, he's going to start for the Raiders. If he has a bad year, he has a bad year. But I think Kirk Cousins is a good veteran to sit behind. I mean, Mahomes did it behind Alex Smith at the end of his prime.
I'm saying, bro.
I like that. I like that.
I really thought about that one, and I liked where I put him, honestly. So that one, I like that one. So another one, QB that could have a surprisingly decent season, is Jackson Dart. Impressed with 25 touchdowns and 5 interceptions his rookie season. A healthy Malik Neighbors. And a better offensive line, as we saw this past draft. And obviously, we got the head coach finally. And just a good defense, too. So it's like, I don't really see this failing. And they got Scatterboo coming back. I think he's going to progress better. I don't know if the Giants are at a playoff team yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could be there.
But I like that.
If they do.
I'm a Dart believer. I'm definitely a Jackson Dart believer.
I mean, again, selfishly, he's in my division, so it's hard for me to root for the Giants, but I liked where I put him. It makes sense. Again, Malik Neighbors and a healthy Cam Scatterboo. It's good, man.
I mean, I like it. Harbaugh is still a good coach. I still, you know, like, do I think Jackson Dart's chances under Daboll, more offensive-minded coach, were probably better? Maybe, but I still like Harbaugh's.
They also lost 7 leads last year.
Yeah, no, so I like that pick. I'm still a believer of him, I think, because, like, the main thing that was a downfall is kind of his concussions that kind of popped up a little bit, you know, like with his running, even, like, going back to that video where Gruden was kind of interviewing, he's like, what do you do? And he said, lay his ass out instead of sliding. He'll probably have to start sliding a little bit more, but I like that.
Probably should start sliding. All right, so number 4 is Kyler Murray. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is going to start this year. Hold on, let me get my details. So he's finally with the QB whisperer and Kevin O'Connell. We know how that goes with anybody in that system. Having a great supporting cast around him now, finally, because the Cardinals didn't give him shit. I mean, they gave him shit, but I would think now with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson and Jordan Mason, it's better. Just imagine Kyler having better talent and a coach around him now. All I see is winning in the future.
I do like that pick. I mean, I think the coach thing is probably, like, honestly, for me, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison are great, but the coach thing is the biggest difference. Like you just said,
Kevin O'Connell, bro.
Dude, that's the biggest difference. Because going from Gannon, who I just never liked as a coach, but also too, he's defensive-minded anyway. And as long as Kyler can not let his confidence go down, I think he'll be...
Get off the Call of Duty, too.
I think that would be a good fit for him. And, I mean, Sam Darnold's still good. I don't want to pretend he was just a system quarterback because he still did well last year with Seattle. But I do think this is a very advantageous situation for Kyler to kind of, like, remind people what he can do. So I like that pick. I think
couldn't agree more. So this is my last one. And this is maybe, so it's a good thing, but it's also, I can see people not liking that I put him here. Justin Herbert.
I mean, this isn't like like you said, it's just quarterbacks you can see having a great year because they've done it before. Herbert, I think, fits here, sadly, as an Oregon fan because of the playoff blunders that he is.
And that's, so my argument and my pros and cons and why I put him here. I like Herbert, truly love Herbie. He's great. He went 11-6 last year, beat Kansas City twice, won 7 primetime games, throwing for 3,727 yards, 26 TDs, 13 interceptions. Interceptions kind of scare me a little bit, not that much, but still a little high. But to your point, the playoff record is the only thing that kind of weighs out the negatives more than the pros, unfortunately.
No, yeah. And so the way I'm looking at him in this category is he's already a good regular season quarterback, but
100%.
Like I can see him having a good playoff finally. Yeah. You know? Yeah. I totally agree, but also like even with the stats, as much as I hate to nitpick Herbert too, they throw the ball so much. You know,
dude.
Like that's also why I don't like the high stats. You can kind of take away a little bit, grain of salt because they do throw it so much. But also with interceptions, I think it goes hand in hand with how much they're throwing. Get bound to get picked off a little more, but
absolutely,
it's a tough one. If only the playoffs.
All right, so we're done with that tier list now.
Okay, so
that's kaput.
That's about 10.
Yeah, that's 10. So now we're on to this tier list, and what I called it was mediocre QB play / average.
Okay.
So it's not going to wow you. They're just going to do the bare minimum.
Okay. And so, just to remind people, too, that doesn't mean Herbert is a bottom 10 quarterback.
That's not what I'm saying. Yeah.
Categories.
Yep. And I think people are smart enough to understand what I'm saying. At least I hope. I know I'm probably going to get some backlash, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't hurt me. But, yeah, Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
So mediocre QB / average. My number 1, Geno Smith. Last year, Geno Smith was awful. A 2-13 record. When the Seahawks traded him, they became a Super Bowl winning team. Maybe the Jets OC can restore some of the old Geno in him. I don't know. He has Omar Cooper and Garrett Wilson, one hell of a supporting cast around him. I hope that he does well, but I just don't see it happening. And again, the only thing that's really solidifying me as he's not going to do good is when Seahawks traded him and then they literally won a Super Bowl the next year. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not overly excited. Like one of my hot takes for this upcoming season is actually that Cade Klubnik can start at some point, and that's because I don't trust Geno. So 100%.
I don't either, man. Yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot of talking point. It was fucking negative. And that was why I put him here. I was like, God damn, I can't find anything good about this dude. And I don't mind Geno.
Yeah, no. And also, too, just a gut feeling a little bit, too.
I mean, history repeats itself. And that's unfortunately, he was on the wrong side of history for a lot of his pro career, unfortunately.
Round 2 with the Jets. I'm not overly...
Yeah, full circle, bro. Mm-hmm. All right. Number 2, my boy Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones. If he can sustain what he showed in weeks 1 through 8, everybody look the fuck out. We got MVP Danny Dimes. But he did lose Pittman. I don't really like the overpaying of Alec Pierce. Yeah. Love Jonathan Taylor. I'm iffy about Shane Steichen. and the injury bug getting to Daniel Jones. All of that scares me. You put it all into a jar and you get mediocreness.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that makes me slightly disagree is that the Colts went from 8-1 to losing 8 games after he got
8-9.
No, I'm saying, they were 8-1, and then they lost all the games that he wasn't in there. That makes me think he was a bit more of a factor than I honestly believed at first. But again, I feel like it has to be everything going perfect because they gave him so many chances in New York. Didn't see a lot. I don't know if this was a one-hit wonder, so I'm okay with him being here because I'm not going to put all my betting on him being great.
Absolutely.
1 year. So I'm
absolutely. All right, number 3, Michael Penix.
Yeah.
They didn't know who they wanted to start last year. I'll give him a little bit of a leeway pass, a little hall pass here, whatever you want to call it, because they kept switching Kirk, Penix. But if he can stay healthy in the supporting cast around him, hopefully he's better than mediocre. But I don't really see him doing a whole lot. I don't like the hire of Kevin Stefanski, if I'm being absolutely honest with you. It kind of scares me.
I have no hope.
Again, I don't, and I don't care who the offensive coordinator is. Again, you have the pieces, dude. If they just click, they would be a top 3 offense. Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. I mean, for fuck's sake, everybody.
That's also my annoyance, too, with the Falcons as a whole. But with Penix, the inconsistency was crazy. Like, one week you're getting 4 touchdowns, the other week you're getting 4 picks.
And you and I talked about that too on this pod about specifically you,
First Carolina game, what was that? It was horrible. But then we started kind of seeing me off. It was win and great, loss in a terrible fashion.
It's a terrible fashion.
It was weird. It was super inconsistent. So I don't know, because Penix. What also scares me with him is dude did have 4 season-ending injuries in college.
Oh yeah, dude. When he played for Indiana, didn't he have a torn ACL or something?
Dude, yeah, that's why he was able to play college so long, kept getting the medical redshirts. I do not want that to happen to him at all, but that's what just kind of scares me. So I'm good putting him here. I'm not wowed by him.
The other thing that bugs me is I want Michael Penix to do good. I like Michael Penix.
Dude, he brought Washington, as much as I hate to say it, he brought Washington to a spotlight that they
almost to glory.
Exactly. But that was cool. So I do like him.
Yeah. All right, number 4, Tyler Shuck. First year led the Saints to a 5-4 record, which not good, not bad. On a high note, completed 70% of his passes and averaged 293 yards a pass. I do think he will be the starter this year. Maybe having Jordan Tyson alleviates some of the pressure with Chris Olave on the other side. You still got Kamara. You got what is his name? Who is the running back they just signed? Not the dude Trevor Etienne. Sorry,
or not Etienne.
It's not Etienne. Remember, he said he just said that to shut up people. It's Etienne. Sorry, we're not talking about that. But circling back to Tyler Shuck, again, it's just gonna be mediocre. I don't know. There's just nothing that really wows me. Again, Kellen Moore's the head coach. Again, he is a guru, but nothing really to brag about, I think.
I cannot speak on him, I don't think, because I have a huge amount of bias against him.
Yeah, I know. You don't like it.
Bugs me. And a lot of it does. This is on me. I'm kind of a petty bitch for this, but a lot of it stems from when he was at Tech. And that dude would just against Oregon, just every first down 1-yard run he got. Jalen Hurts does all the time, gets up with this dude's flexing, doing all this annoying shit because it's his former team. And then what happens 3 weeks later, he's benched. So
yeah, shut the hell up, bro.
I don't like him, but that's why I'm not gonna talk about it.
All right, so this might be a very cold take, but I don't care. I have good supporting facts around it.
Here.
Drake May. I really don't think he is that good. I think he's fine. I don't think he elevates people around him. I do think that having one of the easiest schedules since 1992 or 3 helped them make it to a Super Bowl. And then when you made it to the Super Bowl, you kind of got your ass kicked. Again, let me preface this as this. I don't think Drake May is a bad quarterback. I also don't think he is a great quarterback. I think he's decent. Again, this is for the upcoming year. I'm not saying he isn't going to be an MVP in the future, but this is for this upcoming year. I think it's just going to be mediocre, dude. Truly do. You lost Stephon Diggs, too. I understand you got Travion Hendrickson or whoever the fuck their running back is out of... I might have said his name wrong. Henderson, yeah. This might be a cold take. I don't care. I'm going to put him here, and I'm going to rock with it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil the rest of your list because I can 100% see you seeing him as someone else that potentially might be in this category. But I don't want to spoil it. I think he's at least a good quarterback that people get behind because, like, even like Kayshon Boutte, like everyone on the sideline, Kyle Williams, like from all the clips I could see, like they're all jazzed with him. They have a good relationship with him. I do think it's a bit of like perfect scenario, but then again, the guys I just mentioned, like Stephon Diggs, still great, still had a great year, but like I think he elevated Kayshon Boutte. That dude wasn't really that looked sought after, like in the draft or anything. I think he made him a little bit better. Kyle Williams, I do think was a sleeper, so I'll leave him kind of off. Like I think he's a receiver that was kind of a sleeper pick. But I guess we'll see. We'll see what he does next year with the team. But who's your next guy? Because if it's a guy I'm thinking of, I can see him compare.
So that tier list is done.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Brock Purdy. Where's he falling?
It's funny that you said that because I almost put him here.
That's the comparison I could see is like the system quarterbacks. You know, I still think Brock Purdy's a little overhated because I do too. He's a good quarterback, but when he's
also think
hyped, that's when I'm like,
bingo.
Okay, let's look at the system.
Bingo. So putting Drake May there was very tough. Actually, I was switching a lot of things back and forth. But the main thing that really pushed me there was the schedule, unfortunately, which that's stupid, but it also makes sense.
Also, too, like a lot of the games were very low scoring. Like the Pats defense was pretty good at keeping other teams from scoring, really good. But the Patriots offense wasn't putting up a ton of points. But
absolutely,
I mean, that who did we just talk about with that? That goes back to kind of Gunnar Stockton in our last episode. Is that what you want, though? You know, if you're an NFL coach, is that what you want?
Honestly.
Quarterback to be smart, take those checks. But we'll have to wait and see because North Carolina.
Again, my list, my twist, my take on it. So, all right, we're done with that tier. Now we're on to the tier where I'm going to preference it as my almost made it in the top 10.
Okay. I like it.
So this is where it starts getting good.
I like it.
There really isn't any particular order. I just numbered them.
Yeah, like honorable mentions.
Yeah, but like I have them as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because I had to put 7 in this category. There isn't any tier factor to that.
All right.
They're all lumped into the same thing. All right, so number 1 is Bryce Young.
Okay.
Slowly has improved every season. He now has T-Mac, which he did win the Rookie of the Year this past year. I do see a breakout season out of him this upcoming year, meaning T-Mac, and also they boosted the offensive line in getting Monroe Freeling, passed for 3,011 yards, 23 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Not bad, but not good. Made it to the playoffs and almost beat the reigning MVP's team and Matthew Stafford. Probably should have. So that's why I put him here. He keeps getting better every year when they keep giving him the pieces around him to be successful. Don't ask Bryce Young to do too much. Make him be a quarterback and let everybody else do the work around him.
I think he's a very good breakout candidate. I agree.
100%. 100%.
And then also, too, the flip that we saw from Carolina from 2 years ago to last year, it's because of Bryce Young. He's not going to always blow you away. You know, a lot of his games, he might have only 150 yards passing. The interceptions are a little high. Let's tone those down a little bit. But, I mean, I was really high on him coming out of college. I did. Like, that rookie year was rough. You know, that's also why. That was just tough, though. But we just saw that with Cam Ward. We both agreed that Cam Ward also has some good potential. So I like that pick there. I mean, I think that's a good bet. I like it.
Next one is Bo Nix.
Yeah.
They were one injury away from being in the fucking Super Bowl. I'm going to be so for real with you that they should have made it.
They would have been better than the Patriots, too. They would have put up a better fight.
I think I love Bo Nix. Obviously, you love Bo Nix, being the Oregon fan that you are. I like that they got Waddle. They got Cortland Sutton, Waddle, Pat Bryant. They got all these pieces around them. They got Jonah Williams matching with RJ Harvey. They got the head coach. They got that stellar defense. It was actually very, very, very fucking hard for me to put him here. Very hard for me to put him here. I was fighting so many things to not put him in my top 10, actually. But at the end of the day, I don't mind putting him here. But there was a stat that I saw too that he passes so much. He is like overpassed to some degrees. That's probably a little bit of the system and just the ex OCs and head coaches that he's had.
They have a lot of screen game.
Kind of scares me, but still, I like Bo Nix. Hopefully, he recovers quickly, and they're back to the 14-3 or whatever fucking record they were this past season.
You know, I'm not going to complain about Bo Nix being near the top 10, man. I like it. And again, too, like, I don't think I'd put him top 10 myself personally, just because, again, he does what he needs to do, so he's not going to wow you statistically, but he's still solid. There's maybe only like 1 or 2 games, I think, that I was like, what are you doing? But that was more so like 2 years ago, too. So,
absolutely. Number 3, I almost moved him out of this category and put him in the lower category, but I didn't. CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
I think his rookie season has overshadowed a lot of the hype around him, or a lot of like, this dude keeps getting looked at like he's the best thing ever, which I'm not saying he isn't good, but every year that I keep watching him, it's like he's doing this.
I mean, so the thing is, I think this year 3, he started curving back up until the playoffs. The playoffs was atrocious.
And that's why I put him here, because then I look at his playoffs. You're going to get 1 win out of the fucking Houston Texans, and then you're going to get a 100% lose the next round.
Yeah.
Whoever they play. He has good wide receivers. He's got Nico Collins, and whenever Tank Dell, unfortunately, whenever he comes back, they got David Montgomery. They have a good head coach. They have a good defense. They don't have a good offensive line, though. That's the only thing that kind of scares me. And we keep seeing CJ Stroud getting sacked like a motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm still good with that. Like, the potential's there, the talent's there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of the consistency thing. So, if anything, I probably the only slight disagreement is I probably wouldn't have put him in the category you have him. I would have went back a little bit.
And that's what I was thinking too. Like, I literally was fighting. Who was I fighting? May and him, honestly.
Yeah, I'd probably
I was truly like, what the fuck?
But
it was very hard. I almost did. All right, number 4, Baker Mayfield. When Baker's baking, that dude's an MVP. That dude is kicking. He was my consensus number 1 MVP for the first like 5 weeks. But then when he falls off, buddy just falls off hard, man. I'm not even going to talk about his cast because we know what's around him. Head coach kind of scares me from time to time. But again, when he is on his shit, bro, he is on his motherfucking shit.
Dude, everyone talks about
good.
It. Yeah, because he is baking and it's fun to watch. So I agree with that. I mean, it's like it's less like we were just talking about Penix. It's not like week to week inconsistency. It's just more of a kind of general decrease a little bit. Could be because the team around him as well, they struggled at times. But like we talked about too last year in earlier episodes for last year, like they couldn't keep doing what they're doing, and we'll talk about it again with the Bears because I know it's coming up. Like those close games, you're gonna lose them. You know, as much as the quarterback's good and much as they're on it, you're gonna start losing those close games. You can't survive off that.
It's extremely hard to keep that consistent.
It worries me that he's getting a little up there in age, but I think he can still ball. Yeah. So I like him there.
I think the NFC South kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So Falcons. I mean, again, I just talked about Bryce Young, so we'll be seeing them.
Yeah.
Number 5, Trevor Lawrence. Took a huge leap this past year. I'm actually really happy for him. I think Liam Cohen unlocked something in him. Led his team to 13 wins, and he got 29 touchdowns. Hopefully Travis Hunter comes back, balls out for him. Bayshell Tootin is the number 1 running back too. I like where this team is at. It was very hard for me. Actually, let me correct myself. It wasn't hard for me to put him here. I think he's where he needs to be, actually. Yeah. No, I don't think he's top 10. I think it's right where he needs to be.
I like that there. I like T-Law. I'm excited. I was excited last year, like you just mentioned, with Liam Cohen and the Jaguars kind of little flip. So I'm comfortable with it there. I don't got much to say. Like, dude is a baller. He's very talented, and we'll just see if he progresses.
All right, not really a whole lot to talk about that. I don't really have anything else to bring up. All right, number 6, Brock Purdy. Injuries derailed him last season, but still made the playoffs, still got a dub against my arch rivals, the Eagles. Although I do think, and again, this has been the main thing with 49ers and system quarterbacks, I do think he is a system QB that benefits from the team around him. It sucks. That's just my opinion. Take it with however you want to. People that are listening, I don't give a flying fuck. That's just my opinion. So
I mean, I think too with Purdy, I kind of already talked about it earlier. I mean, the team runs through McCaffrey. So even when they were the IR 49ers, it still ran through McCaffrey. The only props I'm going to give him is turning Juwan Jennings into low-key a wide receiver 1.
Yeah, no shit, yeah.
He's good. He was Mr. Third and Juwan. Like, he was clutch.
Yeah.
But being
Throw it to Juwan.
Yeah, being a wide receiver 1, elevating him to that was pretty impressive. So I'll give him his props there, but I think, he's still a system quarterback. I think he fits here because they're going to have a good year, because they're a good team.
But yeah.
So.
And it doesn't matter. Again, we saw it with Mac Jones this past year being in the Niner uniform. They won him like 5 games, so they got the 49ers in the playoff hunt.
Even Darnold.
I mean,
Darnold
come on.
was solid when he was there, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with that.
All right, so this is the last one in this list, and then we're going to crack the top 10. I'm going to start negatives with positives.
Huh?
So, Jordan Love.
Okay.
I do not think he's a top 10. Call me a hater. I don't give a fuck. I am rocking my Bears shit. That's not why, though. I just don't see the hype around him. And again, I just throwed my shirt up. I think he's getting overshadowed by the Rodgers and Favre thing. Mm-hmm. Every Packer fan and every analyst was like, this is the next coming Jesus or the next great quarterback. I'm not saying he can't get there or he isn't a good quarterback. But let me give you some stats of why I'm going to tell you. He has lost so much this past offseason, including a lot of defensive players. Matthew Golden is not a number 1 in my mind. He's injury prone. He got his first touchdown in the first playoff series against the Bears. You lost Ontavian Wicks. You lost, who else did they fucking up? Tucker Kraft is on IR still. That's like, you can't rely on Josh Jacobs all the time, and you lost your defensive coordinator. I don't see them actually winning the division or making the playoffs this year. But with that being said, Jordan Ball does have one hell of a back-footed deep throw. He is clutch sometimes, I will give him that. But then other times, like we saw with the Bears games, it just kind of derails, and then second half, Love comes out, and then they just stall. So that's my soapbox about the Packer quarterback.
The only thing I'm going to give him hype for, because I think he's good, and I guess slight disagreement is, I think he is low-key doing the same thing that Favre and Aaron Rodgers did.
Do you think so?
The receivers you just named are not number 1 receivers. So I'm not worried about Golden, because Ontavian Wicks is not number 1. Romeo Doubs, not number 1.
That's who else they lost. Thank you.
I do like Jaden Reed.
He's still there. I don't mind Reed.
I do like him. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, Doubs from Nevada, like, he wasn't, like, the guy. Like, but he made him the guy. You know? So I'll give him his props there, but yeah, I do agree, kind of flat in big games when it mattered a little more. But
I mean, he did lead.
Like, I'm fine with where he's at, because top 11 is, like, let's say I put him at 11, that's still a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah, not bad, dude. Not bad. Again, like, I fucking hate the Packers, but Jordan Love is not a bad quarterback, dude. I'm going to lump all the games of the Bears together. The first 4 quarters scared the shit out of me. He looked like Brett Favre, or he just looked like Jordan Love, like MVP Love. So, yeah, he looked great. All right, so now we're in the top 10.
All right.
Do you want to try to guess my top 10?
Probably not.
No, you don't want to?
No, because I'm probably not going to get the order. This is where I think we might disagree on some of the order.
That's fine. So this one was kind of hard, but also not, just because Patrick Mahomes.
Number 10?
Right at number 10.
All right.
His history speaks for himself. That kind of played a factor into him. Had a down year this past year, obviously. I'm not going to read all the stats out to you. This motherfucker's still a threat. I don't give a shit if he's getting older. I do not care if he had a down year. It is still Patrick Mahomes, and they're going to be right back in playoff form. I'm telling you, they got K9. They got defensive players in the draft, R. Mason Thomas, Peter Woods, Mansour Delane. Like, they're going to be back, bro. And Patrick Mahomes is going to come back with a vengeance.
Me personally, I put him higher. but
Really?
I see a reasoning for it. But yeah, I put him higher because it's still Mahomes. I mean, the down year was a lot of a team issue as well, and he's proven in the past he can be really good with not so great receivers. Like even with all his receivers having butterfingers and dropping every pass that he puts right on the money. So that's I still got faith in him. I'll put him higher, but I see a reason.
Absolutely. All right, number 9, Joey Burrow.
All right.
It's kind of same reason a little bit. Injury bug got to him. But that motherfucker, when healthy,
Dude,
top 2 quarterback in my mind.
Yeah, I like him at 9 because he's a baller, but he's just always had atrocious defense.
And that's the scary part. So like when he's there, dude, I'm surprised he hasn't won an MVP. Buddy's good. Available for 8 games, was extremely efficient, second highest QB or touchdown rate. Expect a monster year out of him, I think, and they got a better defense too. Dexter Lawrence, heavy defense on the draft too. You got the 2-headed monster in Chase and Higgins, and you got Chase Brown too in the backfield. So like, if he can stay healthy and the stars align, that's a playoff team right there, baby.
Yep, 100% agree. I like him there. Again, I put him higher talent-wise, like you just said, top 2, but still a team game. So I'm comfortable at 9.
All right, excuse me. Number 8. Jared Goff. Although they missed the playoffs, Buddy threw for 4,564 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Second best in every QB category. He has been one of the NFL's best, and I don't see that changing. I like him here, honestly. I was kind of moving Patty and Joe around and Jared, but just because he played and he was second in literally every quarterback category. The only thing, and we'll talk about this, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, kind of the same quarterback when it comes to the playoff experience.
Yeah.
We'll get to Dak sooner. He is coming up. He is high on this list. Just everybody prepare for that. So
I mean, I'm okay with it there. I think I'd flip Mahomes, but that's just more on a talent perspective.
For sure.
Team wise, I think Goff's got the offense. Like that's just locked in. And I love the coach. I love everything. I like Detroit. I have a soft spot for them, so I like Goff there too. But that may be the only thing I would flip, trying to be as, because obviously the Chiefs.
No, you're good.
I have a little bias towards them, like most NFL fans. But yeah, that's it. I like it.
And again, it's just the injury bug. It's fucking stupid, but like that's literally why I had those 2 so high. On this list. All right. So number 7 is our boy Sam Darnold. When you win a Super Bowl as a quarterback, in my eyes, you should make the top 10, but I'm going to back it up with some statistics. Buddy has averaged a 14-win season the past 2 seasons, one being in Detroit, one being in Seattle.
Not Detroit.
Minnesota, Jesus. Yeah. If you won a Super Bowl, it's pretty damn good. And that strong chemistry with JSN, you won him the Offensive Player of the Year, dude. I mean, come on. It's not just him catching the ball. You have to have a somewhat good quarterback to be throwing all that shit to you. And with the defense, hopefully it stays top 3. Again, they lost a lot of pieces this offseason. Hopefully Sam Darnold could be consistent. The only thing that kind of scares me, too, is they lost Clint Kubiak. Kind of makes me a little shaky to some degree, but he's my number 7 on my list. So
I don't
care who you are.
I don't hate it. I mean, I just struggle with him being above Mahomes, but I agree, Super Bowl.
That's fair.
Quarterback.
That's fair.
And again, too, like, yes, JSN's amazing, but that was really all they had. I mean, K9 was obviously there, and he was good, but, receiver-wise.
I mean, and they drafted Jadarian Price, which we'll see.
I'm not really. No, I like.
Are you hyped about that?
Yeah.
I'm middle.
For me, I look at him like Cardinal Tate, just a different position group. Like, the dude was number 2 to generational talent, and he still put up like solid running back 1 numbers. But
not bad. All right, number 6 is Pookie from the Eagles.
Yeah, fair.
Jalen Hurts.
I would flip him for Goff, or even Darnold. Like,
that's fair.
Deep ball bugs me.
And so I'm gonna get to that. So this motherfucker had a career high in touchdowns and a career high in completions of percentage and 64.8 of his passes. But The reason why he had a career high was because he was forcing the fucking ball to A.J. Brown, which he will be gone soon, which we all know. So that drama being alleviated from Jalen Hurts, I expect them to make the playoffs again. Wholeheartedly, I do.
I can see that.
Me being a Cowboy fan, they're going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, because when your game plan revolves around feeding one person just to make them feel better, like...
And to shut the fuck up,
Yeah, so... Again, the deep ball is there sometimes, mostly the Devontae
scares me though.
Smith, you know, but like also too, like everyone likes to talk about how strong he is, and then you kind of see some of like the deep ball, and it's like, is he that strong with that? Like the arm talent, I don't know. But no, I agree. No, like with that drama gone, I think he will end up being at least a top 7, top 8 quarterback.
Yeah, I hope. They got Mekhi, they got Stowers, they got Goddard, they got all the weapons. Again, we keep seeing this Eagle team, but it's like there's something behind closed doors. Come on, guys, there really is.
And it might have been Brown. I don't want to put it all on him, you know, like because also Jalen Hurts is this big nonchalant guy.
Sirianni's kind of a tool bag.
But at some point, Jalen, I feel like you do gotta like stop being so nonchalant and call shit for how
absolutely.
It is. Like instead of
get in the fucker's face, get that close.
Yeah, because like we've talked about before, like Herbert has that silent leader quality.
Yeah, gives you that look
without him saying shit. But with Jalen, they fall in because of aura, which is cool and all. But at the same time, like when shit's going wrong, I get Kyler Murray vibes. When things aren't.
Yeah, you get like whiny kind of, little boy shit.
Quiet little, like kind of just like pissed off when you need to like rally people. So.
Like, dude, get up, get a spark in your ass, and fire it under everybody, including yourself.
We saw that in the Rams game. Like, obviously, it came down to a blocked field goal, but, dude, they were getting their ass kicked, and then some spark hit. Jalen Hurts was cooking, so it's there. So I like it. I like that.
100%, buddy, 100%. All right, number 5 is my boy Rain Dakota Prescott.
All right.
Always a threat to have a 4,000-yard passing season. I fully and hopefully expect this team to be in the playoffs. When Dak, when he has the weapons, and it's the regular season, in parentheses, regular season, he's an MVP runner. Again, I don't care. I'll argue on that hill. Should have won the MVP. Go look up the stats. He beat Lamar in every category. I'll fight anybody on that tooth and nail. You have Pickens. You have Javonte Williams. You have CD. You hope this defense is mediocre at best.
Yeah, and
they should be better.
That's what I was going to say. Like, Dak, I still think – I'm glad you put him here because, like, if you put him at 1, I'd be fighting you. But I'm glad he's here because I agree that he's overhated and the narrative is always flipped on him negatively.
Yes.
Like, with what we just talked about Burrow. I feel like pretty unanimously everyone agrees Burrow's great and his defense is trash and holds him back. You don't really hear that about Dak unless it's from Cowboys.
No, it's always Dak's fault. It's like Dak doesn't play defense.
No, exactly.
Dak doesn't catch balls.
And you guys had the worst defense. And again, you don't hear that narrative when it comes to Dak or the Cowboys unless it's from Cowboys fans. And yes, Cowboys fans and any fan of any team can sometimes take narratives and spin it a lot.
100%. 100%.
That one's fucking true.
And that's not to put on my cowboy hat. That's the only thing that annoys me, and it's like it's not always Dak's fault. There are games where I'm like, holy fuck, Dak, what are you doing, brother?
All the time with
like
any quarterback.
But it's like, don't choose that narrative just because the mainstream media puts that on you. And my next, I'm gonna fucking say that, but swing it on somebody else. So my 4th is Josh Allen. The playoffs. And hold on, sorry, let me restart. Hopefully adding DJ Moore helps alleviate some pressure off Allen and back to the playoffs. You got DJ Moore, you have James Cook, you got all of that. But I have it in my notes. At what point are we going to use the same treatment Dak Prescott gets and switch it to Josh Allen? Because I keep hearing these excuses for him all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I'm so sick and tired of it. I used to be a Josh Allen fan, and I've said it repeatedly on this podcast. When they started to dick suck the living shit out of him, it's when I started to get super annoyed because he's the golden child, and he is one hell of a quarterback, dude. He deserved the MVP. I will give Josh Allen his flowers. But last year, prime example of they should have won it, and they didn't. So when is it going to be time to start putting the blame on your boy?
Yeah, no, so I'm okay with Josh Allen here. The only thing is with who's next. There might be one person who you have next that I don't think is above Josh Allen, but I'm okay with him at 3 just because, like you said, the playoffs. I also think the turnovers. Like, dude turns the ball over a lot still. He just is still scoring a lot of touchdowns, you know? But also,
and
like,
I do.
With him, it comes back down to, like, what more do you need?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like the start. We'll pivot to college. Jaden Mayava.
Yeah, we talked about him in the last one.
What fucking more do you need, dude?
We've seen this a lot too with plenty of quarterbacks. Like even like
because
next
again,
offseason we might be talking about it with Dak. We might drop
100%.
him if he doesn't have a great year with CD, George Pickens, all these players.
100%.
So I like him at 3. There might be a little.
He's 4, buddy. He's 4.
4.
Sorry, yeah, he's 4.
Maybe I'd put him at 3, but again, there's guys coming up, so I'm good.
My last talking point about that was the narrative keeps changing because this past year it was the Chiefs aren't in it, you need to get it, and then they switched it to something else about like the defense or some wide. I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's my Josh Allen soapbox.
It needed to be the year they at least made the Super Bowl because now you can't argue that your kryptonite is Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Nope. All right.
So I'm good.
My number three. The Iceman cometh, the Iceman taketh.
Okay.
Number 3.
I was scared you were gonna put him at 1.
No.
No.
That's
all I was scared of.
Okay, I have my bias, but when I put my analytic hat on and my sober hat, I think good.
Yeah, I think he's a top 5 quarterback. There's only
I really do.
Minor tweaks to his game.
100%.
And there's still a tiny bit of inaccuracy, and then also too, like, dude just scrambles when you don't need to sometimes.
But I do think that scrambling's never gonna go away now after this past season. That made him. To your point, 20 minutes earlier, I don't want to have these games being so fucking close all the time. The cardiac bears, but it is nice when they win 7 of them.
Yeah, no.
And 2 of them being against your arch rivals.
The clutch gene, that's why I'm okay with him being top 5 because the other stuff you can fix still. The clutch gene, you're not teaching that. That's there.
Fuck
his
no.
ability to do what he was doing, like in these.
That's you, boo.
Like that's there.
You.
And how many times do we talk about quarterbacks and then mention how in those 2-minute situations they suck? So I'd rather have a quarterback that's amazing in those 2-minute situations that can win the game. Like, do you want more out of the first 2-3 quarters? Sure.
Absolutely.
But that'll also come a time, dude, he's still young.
Do you want to know who this reminds me of a little bit? And some people are going to hate this. He looks like Aaron Rodgers in a 2-minute drill.
Dude, absolutely. Like,
to some degree.
There, that's kind of when you stop seeing the inaccuracy issues. Again, a lot of that stuff is like, and this is kind of what we've talked about a little bit, like in our last episode with Dante Moore. Highly touted college quarterback, slow starts. And especially in the Indiana games when they have slow starts. But then when you need him at the end, if it's a close game,
he comes in.
It's a clutch gene. That's why I like this. I like this pick a lot. And again, I'm not even a Bears fan. I lived near the Chicago area for a couple of years when I met Kale and everything. So a little bit rubbed off on me. But also, I'm not a Caleb Williams hater like a lot of people out there. Like,
so I was, but this past season it flipped me.
Yeah.
So another talking point that I had was they dismantled the reigning Super Bowl champions. That was more of the running game in Monangai and Swift. But you still dismantled the Super Bowl. Yeah. The reigning Super Bowl team.
And again,
the only thing
will be taught. It'll be taught. It'll be come with experience, like getting off to a hot start, finding 100%. A different way to get flowing.
Ben Johnson, dude, he'll have him playing. I don't care who you are. A lot of people are saying they're going to have a down year. Defense does kind of scare me. They lost a lot, but offense, come on.
Nah,
I kind of expect.
Light in here. Hold on.
Go ahead. Go get some lap, Pookie. No dark. The last thing that I'll say about Mr. Caleb Williams is I truly think that he'll have an MVP type of year. I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team yet. This is just my hot take right now.
No,
maybe they might. Maybe they might change. We'll move on from Caleb Williams, though. We've been talking a lot about. All right, number 2 is Ashton Jackson, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Again, I probably could have swapped Joey B and Mahomes and Lamar because all 3 of them are like injury prone all the fucking time. This man never hold on, sorry, Jesus, I'm having trouble looking at my notes. He never lacks explosiveness. He's always one highlight reel moment away from something cool. But they just missed the playoffs, dude. I don't know what was going on. That was 2 was kind of high for me, but also not. I kind of had a weird love-hate relationship with this pick. But he's a 2-time MVP.
Yeah, no.
I feel like he should. Yeah, kind of stuttering, but you get what I'm saying.
I like it. I still like it there. I know who your number 1 is now, but I still like him there.
Makes sense.
Just we talk about all the time too. Like when it comes to weapons, DeAndre Hopkins was there, but towards the end of his prime. You know what I'm saying?
It's the graveyard of wide receivers, bro.
Yeah, towards the end of his prime, but that's never been a problem. Derrick Henry's amazing, yes, but guess what? Lamar also complements him in the run game. Like Derrick Henry's able to do what he's doing because teams and defenses are worried about Lamar running.
100%.
So I think it plays off well. He's to me, he's the best complementary quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, by far, bro.
The run game does better because he's there. The passing game is great because he's the one throwing the ball. Because everyone talks about accuracy issues. We haven't seen that.
And he is a true dual threat quarterback. Run and passing, he is scary.
No, so I love that pick. I got nothing else really to say. Lamar's the guy. I love it.
Oh yeah, he's him. And the number 1 that needs no introduction is Matty Stafford.
I like it.
Led every quarterback in every category. You're reigning MVP, bro.
MVP for a reason.
Yeah, dude. At the ripe age of 38 or some shit like that, winning your MVP, holy fuck.
I like that pick. People might push back because of his age, but
nah, kiss my ass.
This dude's been playing at a high level for so long too. He's a good ass quarterback, and I actually am really excited next year. I completely understand why McVay was a little upset in the draft process.
Oh yeah,
because he knows that Stafford is not at the end of his prime. He knows Stafford's still got a couple years in him. Is it probably going to maybe get down to contractual disagreements in a little bit? As Stafford's trying to get some well-deserved money before the eventual retirement? Sure.
Yeah. But I'm thinking you got at least a good 3 years, bro.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking 3 years, and I don't think his play is going to go down. It might dip if he gets injured, but again, that's an age thing. I think it's still high reward. So I like that pick there. He's my number 1, especially too. The team around him still pretty set from what it was last year, so I think they can make a push. Do I wish they would have got Mekhi Lemon or Kenyon Sadiq? Yeah. But we're not the Rams GMs.
We're not, the Rams GM. So with that being said, that is my take of the 32 quarterbacks in this league, my tier list, and then my top 10, and my take. I really enjoyed doing this. I could see why Cam put his whole ass into this with his college one, dude. Guys, I wish you could see my notes and shit. These pages are filled. Honest to God, they are riddled with shit.
Minor disagreements just with Mahomes, really. And then we talked about the main one. But again, I still see a reasoning, so it's not anything I can harp on. So
we can't really dispute it, and I'm shocked that we didn't disagree more. It's funny how we think so similarly.
Yeah, and again, other people might disagree. We're not just over here,
and that's fine.
We're not just over here kissing ass to each other.
No.
I thought the quarterback one would have more disagreement than others, if anything. But we'll see. We still got a ton of position groups to go. I mean, running back and receiver are probably going to be the next couple up. Sticking with the offense for a bit. I don't know if we'll do a tight end specific. We might maybe lump tight end with a different position and do a top 5 or something.
I'd rather
tight ends or something like that. But no, we still got a lot more to do. I'm not going to say which one's coming up next for college, but it'll either be a running back or receiver. It'll be one of those. But
how about you guys just tune in?
Yeah, but no, it'll be good. I like that list. I really didn't have any gripes on it, to be honest with you, man. That was a solid list.
Hell yeah, brother. Oh, well, with that being said, as Cam just said, tune in the next following weeks. We're going to give you updated rankings on other positional players. But we hope you guys really enjoyed this. Cam and I both really enjoyed making this for you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, turn on the post notifications down below too. Again, comment. We love to hear from you guys. Spotify, TikTok,
There's gotta
YouTube.
be other thoughts out there. There's gotta be some people that
please.
really hate Dak Prescott that want to.
I mean, yeah. You guys are probably looking at this long-haired, bearded fuck being like, man, he's your typical fucking Cowboy fan that's just supporting Dak because he's a Cowboy fan. And that's fine.
Because
that's fine.
This Cowboys fan also put Jalen Hurts pretty high up. So
also put Josh Allen up there pretty fucking high.
So I liked it. I think that was good.
But anyway, we hope you guys really enjoy this. Again, look out for the TikToks, the YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. They come pretty frequently every other day. Cam and I love doing those for you. So, yeah, that's your 2 favorite degenerates from the podcast from Saturdays to Sunday. We'll see y'all next week, people. Peace.